The Pentagon officially releases their UFO sightings, including an asteroid that's going to be passing close by Earth in the next couple days. This is Third Phase Moon. We're going to be covering all the news coming in right now. Let's get to this first, though. The Pentagon has officially released the 3 short videos that have been showing the unidentified aerial phenomenon that has been previously released by a private company. We know what that private company did with the videos over the past couple of years, but now we're getting a really clear look and some unedited video and some unedited audio from the video that we haven't heard before. Let's just roll the clip.
Nickel 6-1 Tango Project, over. Roger, there's troubleshooting.
Did you box moving target?
602.
No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at him fly!
Can't blame the pilots for being excited about what they captured. Here's the second clip, even more audio that has not been heard until now.
Dude, that is a fucking drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing. It's rotating.
All right, we've been looking at the videos, and you hear in one of the videos, one of the pilots speculates that it could be a drone. It's interesting that they cut that part out with the Stars Academies release. They were editing some of the speeches coming in from the pilots, the eyewitnesses themselves. Why the heck would they do that? Editing out these audio voices, especially when one of the pilots says if this is a drone or not. They're leaving it subject to a very big speculation as they came out saying that these were aerial phenomena. But you could clearly hear the pilot say this is a drone. I'm not exactly sure if these are UFOs or not, but for Tom DeLonge and To the Stars Academy to be editing the audio clips strategically for their own purposes, and now the Pentagon has to come out with the video to clarify, no, indeed, these videos are real, but here's the full raw cut.
Yeah, it's crazy. It seems like Louise and Tom are trying to create their own narrative and their own storylines to kind of entice the people and make it sensationalized. What we're seeing released by the Pentagon, which I don't know to whom to believe, but they seem to be coming up more upfront about what's going on. What we need to do is see the whole damn video, everything.
Yeah, it's interesting that the Pentagon has still just released a 30-second clip here, another 30-second clip here. Why not just release the whole damn thing, in my opinion? And why the heck is the TSA or Tom DeLonge's group editing and manipulating this video? Is very suspicious, if you ask me. And it's not the way things should operate. If you got some footage, just let it roll, put out the raw video, and not be editing out some of the theories of what the pilots state that it could be a drone.
Absolutely. I could understand editing out maybe some bad words, some bad language, but when they're doing a description on what they think it may be or what it may not be, that's adding to the story, and they seem to take away from that because that's not their narrative they wanted to spill.
Well, we even got more footage, more news, and I want to get your thoughts on this recent, finally, the unedited version being released to the public. I think we should demand the Pentagon just release the whole entire video. Let's not play games here. And as far as people editing audio clips out to their narrative, I don't think that's very forgivable. Now, let's get to this. NASA has been covering this recently. And in the next couple days, we're going to have a nearby visitor, a very big visitor to be precise. It's known as the 1998 OR2 or OR2. Apparently it's going to be passing by safe. It's a major asteroid, massive in size, just over a mile. This asteroid some people are saying it might have some kind of threat to Earth itself, but in fact, hopefully, that as NASA says, that it's going to be about a safe distance of about 4 million miles, about 16 times the Earth from the moon distance. So we really don't have much to worry about apparently, but there is some kind of speculation going around that this possibly could be a threat. We've been looking at NASA's recent video that they posted up today in regards to this asteroid, but they're also speaking about preventative measures in case one of these massive asteroids do pose a threat to Earth in the future. It's interesting that they're speculating or even contemplating these visuals and these graphics that we're looking at right now, protecting Earth from a celestial event from an asteroid. Brett, what's your thoughts on the speculation that we should be worried about the asteroid 1998 OR2 or OR2? It's about right now about 7.5 million miles from us, but in the next couple days, it's going to be approaching very close to Earth, and we're going to be able to see it with the naked eye.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, Blake. This thing's traveling at over 20,000 miles an hour, approximately, and yeah, it's going to be getting close. We're going to be seeing it around April 29th, I think, is the day, and apparently NASA is going to be streaming live. We'll be on top of that, sharing that with everybody at Third Phase of the Moon. It's kind of interesting. We just had the approach of the Atlas Comet, and everybody in the world kind of had their eyes peeled on that, and now this just came around, and definitely we need to keep an eye out for this. Why is NASA saying a possible hazardous approach that this thing could be having? They're not definitely ruling out 99.9% that this thing's not going to hit.
Yeah, it's interesting. The speculation on the internet on this 1998 OR2 asteroid, it's quite large again, just over a mile in length, and it's going to be approaching the closest to Earth approximately 5:56 Eastern Daylight Time in the morning, April 29th, and some professional observatories have been pointing their telescope at it for a while now, but amateur astronomers with smaller telescopes will also have the opportunity to see it moving across the sky. Let's just hope that it doesn't get too close. We're looking at the graphics now on some preventative measures that NASA would take in the future if there were some kind of celestial object large enough to cause a disturbance to planet Earth, if there were an impact, to divert it into space and not impact on Earth. But it's interesting why we're talking about this now, and in the next couple days, we're going to find out exactly what goes down.
Yeah, there's a question asked to NASA, would they even give us a heads up if there was kind of a doomsday rock that was heading towards Earth? And they kind of skirted that question. They really didn't give a direct answer to that, and kind of just said, yeah, NASA would be ahead of it years in advance, and we would see it coming, or something to that effect, but they're not giving no protocol to what would actually happen if there was a direct threat to Earth.
Yeah, I would imagine if there were some kind of direct threat that they would be instigating Homeland Security, the Space Force, and try and divert whatever threat there was coming from an asteroid. But to tell the public that they were doing this operation, I think they would kind of keep it hush-hush. They wouldn't let us know. They wouldn't want to create a massive panic. As you can see what's going on now with everybody around the world dealing with this thing. It makes me wonder if we could even handle a situation if we were told that there might be a possible impact from an asteroid and we might have to prepare for it. I'm not sure if they'd let us know, knowing what we know now and how people react to what's going on now, including even letting us know if ET exists. It's hard to say. It seems to me that they wouldn't tell us. They would keep it a secret. Because human nature, it could get quite wild if you were to be told that you only have a few days to possibly live if there were supposed to be some kind of impact. But right now, the 1998 OR2 isn't on a collision course with Earth anytime soon, and the orbit of this asteroid is well known for at least the next 200 years. And its closest approach to Earth is this century, and the next time it'll be really close is 2079. So it'll swoop to within about 1 million miles of Earth at that time, still about 4 times further away than the moon. But in 2079, it'll swoop past Earth with still a big deal of an asteroid, the largest known asteroid so far that is nearing Earth that we know of. This thing is pretty massive. So we'll keep you updated. April 29th, just a couple days right around the corner. Brent, any last words here?
Yeah, I'm going to pull up Aerosmith, play a little music, Don't Want to Close Your Eyes. Is that the song, the name of the title? And maybe drop in a little Bruce Willis Armageddon movie and check that out in the meantime.
Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Be safe out there. Keep in touch. And if you've captured anything amazing in the skies, hit us up right here on our third phase of moon in the description. My contact, my email is there. All you have to do is upload your video to YouTube and copy paste that link to my email. I look at all the videos, and if it's amazing, we'll share it right here at Third Phase Moon and shout you out and give you the credit. Blake Cousins, thanks, Brent. We'll see everybody again next time.